Hello, Westford. School committee members filled a vacant seat in a joint vote with the selectmen. The League of Women Voters sponsored a talk on Islamic law, and a gay 90s party honored the town's oldest seniors. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time again for WestfordCAT News. Alicia Mallon was appointed to a vacated seat on the school committee on May 23rd. Selectmen and school committee members voted 9-2 in favor of Mallon, despite several other qualified candidates. They were Henry Manuel, Kenneth Teal, Min Quan Zhang, and Betsy Alvarez. The one-year seat was left open by Tom Clay, who was elected to the Board of Selectmen on May 2nd.
We have 3 nominations. We have 11 people voting, so it takes a majority of 6 on the first round. My suggestion, and that's how we've done it in the past, is if one candidate does not get 6 votes, that we take the top 2 and then vote again. So I will just, I'll go in alphabetical order again. All those in favor of Alicia Mallon, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that seals it. But before you all go, I want to first of all thank all 5 of you for volunteering. You're all eminently qualified. There's no question about it, and you all would have been terrific members of the school committee. I encourage, particularly you, Min Quan, I'll say, I encourage all of you. It's a 1-year appointment. You can all run, you can take out papers and run next year to fill the final term. And I guess to the school committee, I would say, I don't know if there's a way to do this, but if there's some way to sort of incorporate a liaison to our Asian community now, and get them involved in the education of our students, help them understand what a few of them said tonight, the differences between the education they received in China versus the education that they're receiving here in the United States and Westford. I guess I would encourage the school committee to take a look at that.
Mallon had run for school committee in May, but lost to Gloria Miller and Megan Eckroth. The entire selectmen's meeting can be found online at westfordcat.org. Westford residents had a chance to learn about Islamic law on May 18th. The League of Women Voters sponsored a presentation by Rin Veith, a doctoral student in anthropology at McGill University in Toronto. Veith said the goal was to provide an understanding of the social science perspective on Islamic law in the U.S.
Islamic law is the word that a lot of people are using now as the sort of catch-all term for Islamic jurisprudence. It can be state law, it can be codified law, it can be legal norms, it can be what they say down at the mosque, it can be lots of different things. But it's sort of this basket catch-all thing. And again, just to sort of highlight the important implications for reform, there are some Muslim feminist groups, Musawa, Women Living Under Muslim Law, just to name 2, who say, okay, we really need to be careful with what words we're using, because if we call something Sharia law, if we say something is Sharia, we're saying something is divine. And it's a lot easier to argue with a person than it is with God.
Superintendent Bill Olson highlighted his annual goals at the May 22nd school committee meeting. Here's Olson discussing the cultural committee.
My professional goal was to establish a cultural diversity committee. We've had a very active committee this year. We have met throughout the year. We have one more meeting coming up on June 8th, where we'll have an additional discussion about some of the topics that we have discussed recently, and set our course for next year. I'm going to work with several members of the committee, Emily Blumberg and others, and Nina has done a lot of work on this for me already. I'm just going to have it reviewed by the Diversity Committee on a document that explains to our teaching staff the significance, the cultural and religious significance of various major holidays that we have on our school calendar, what it means to a student and what it means to his or her family. So there's something in writing that they can read and understand and internalize more. And doing this to become a more culturally competent organization in general.
And you can see the entire school committee meeting at WestfordCAT.org. Seniors who are 90 years old and older were treated to a Gay 90s celebration on May 23rd. Terry Ennis, Director of Rehabilitation Services at Emerson Hospital, addressed the crowd.
But I do have a question for all of you who have lived here your lives. How long do you need to live in Westford to be considered a townie? And that's a serious question. At least 50? Okay, not quite. I got about 7 more years to go. You know, we moved here in the 70s, and I'm from California. And, you know, I will say I probably will never be a New Englander, but I will always be a Westford resident. And for those of you who are Westford townies who have been here 50 years or more, the town is a testament to your dedication. Your blood, sweat, and tears have made this town what it is today. For residents like me who have been here 40 years or more, for my family, my children who have graduated from Westford Academy, and also for all the people that want to move into this town. It is because of you, the things you've done for the town, the decisions that you've made. I just want to thank you.
And here's Joe Seppi to tell us what to expect weather-wise over the next several days.
Hello Westford, this is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for Memorial Day weekend, May 29th. You'll see mostly cloudy skies on Saturday and Sunday, with the chance of showers on Monday. During the week, there will be a mix of sun and clouds on most days with temperatures in the 70s. Here's what's coming up. That was your Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone.
Here's Rekha Sharma with this week's health tip.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with the new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Ayurveda is a 5,000 years old traditional system of healing from India which focuses on improving natural immunity and overall health. Today I'm going to talk about lychees. Lychees have high nutritional value and they are very rich in vitamin C. They are also rich in copper and phosphorus. Lychees have polyphenols and antioxidant and antiviral properties. Applying lychee juice to your face can help to fade away blemishes and marks and leave your skin clear. One of the most important benefits of lychee is that it has anti-cancerous effects. If you frequently suffer from constipation, add some lychee in your diet. If you have any allergies, please contact your healthcare provider before consuming. You can take 6 to 8 lychees every day for health benefits. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
Stormy, a 6-year-old male long-haired cat, is available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Patty Stocker with more information on how you can adopt this loving pet.
Stop by the Lowell Humane Society on Broadway Street in Lowell and meet some wonderful pets that are now up for adoption. I visited recently where animal caregiver and adoption counselor Erin Milligan introduced me to an affectionate 6-year-old male longhair named Stormy.
Hi. So this is Stormy. Hi, buddy. He is a male long-haired cat, and he is about 6 years old. He really loves to be petted. He can be a little shy initially, but once you come into the room, he hears your voice. He does come right out, He really enjoys it. When you start petting him, he'll roll around. He'll just lay next to you. He loves to cuddle. He would prefer to be your center of attention and your only pet. He would love a calm, laid-back home to call his own. So he came here because his family had to move, unfortunately, and they weren't allowed to take him with them. He came to us on April 29th, and he's been hanging out in our office space. The family who had him had previously had him for about 2 years before this. He really enjoys eating 9 Lives dry food, Meow Mix wet food, and if he could, this is all he would do all day, is just hang out right next to you and get attention.
To learn more about Stormy or any of the other pets available now for adoption, or to find out how to donate, volunteer, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
And finally, here's Westford Cat Marketing Outreach Manager Sarah Fletcher with this week's events around town.
Thanks, Ira. Do you wonder about the world of drone deliveries from Amazon and photos taken outside your window by a hovering device? Dr. Bernie Malouin will answer your questions in his June 6th presentation, Quadcopter Drones, How Did We Get Here and Where Are We Going? Malouin will review key developments that make drones work and provide insight into their future capabilities. The event takes place at 7 p.m. at the J.V. Fletcher Library. Are you looking for a new workout routine? Pound Rockout is coming to the Rodenbush Community Center with free demonstrations on Saturday, June 3rd from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and Thursday, June 15th from 6:30 to 7 p.m. Using lightly weighted drumsticks, Pound transforms drumming into an effective workout. It's a perfect opportunity for letting loose and toning up. Admission is free and you must register online at rodenbush.org. The landmark Abbott Estate doors will open for a few lucky ticket holders on Thursday, June 8th at 7 p.m. The Westford Historical Society is hosting a fundraising event featuring tours of the 3rd floor with music, a silent auction, and food. Tickets are $90 for Society members and $125 for non-members, and it can be purchased at museum.westford.org. The Abbott Estate is located at the intersection of Main Street and Graniteville Road. I'm Sarah Fletcher, the Marketing Outreach Manager for Westford Cat. Back to you, Ira.
And that's it for this week, Westford. We leave you with images from the Gay 90s celebration for seniors.